Namaste friends, welcome back to my channel. Friends, in today's video we are going to make this sleek pearl bracelet. This bracelet looks really very gorgeous while wearing, and you can see how sleek it is, and it definitely looks good and beautiful when you will wear these. So in today's video we are going to make this bracelet in flamingo pink color. So let us see what all material do we need to make this beautiful sleek pearl bracelet. Friends, for making our sleek pearl bracelet in pink color, we would need these 4 mm pearls in rose peach color and 6 mm pearl again in rose peach color. Here I am using these 3 mm beads. These are hydrospherical beads, and these are, you can see, these are faceted beads. If you don't have these beads, you can also use 3 mm pearls in place of it. Here I am using the lobster clasp, and for making the loop I would be using 15 O's. Then these are Preciosa Flamingo Pink 11O seed beads, and here I'm using these Miyuki Duracoat Galvanized Champagne 11Os, and these are Miyuki Duracoat Galvanized Champagne 15Os. Here I'm working with Miyuki thread in pink color and size 12 beading needle. So let's get started. Friends, you can take a comfortable length of thread on your needle for making the bracelet. If your thread ends in between, you can add another thread, and I will show you how to add another thread if it ends up in between. So we would start making our bracelet by picking up 4 mm pearls like this, and now I am bringing them down towards the end of my thread. This is the reason I don't prefer taking too long thread, because it always gets tangled up and becomes difficult to work with. So it's better to use a comfortable length of thread. And now I'm tying a double knot like this. Now I would be passing through all these 4 pearls and bring this tail in between the pearls. Like this. Very gently we have to pull our thread and into this one like this. And now I will pick up 3 15O champagne, 1 3 mm hydrospherical bead, or you can take 3 mm pearl like this. So here I have picked up 3 15O champagne, 1 3 mm bead and 3 15O champagne, and here you can see I'm exiting through this 4 mm pearl, and now I would be passing through the same pearl like this, pushing this towards the front side like this. Now I will pass through this next 4 mm pearl and into the third pearl like this. So here I'm exiting through this pearl, which is opposite to the one to which I added these beads. And now again I'm going to pick up 3 15O champagne and pass through this 3 mm bead. Keep your thread nice and tight here. Again pick up 3 15O champagne and pass through the same 4 mm pearl like this. Again into these 3 15Os pick up 1 champagne and pass through these 3 like this into the 4 pearl, up into these 3 pick up 1 champagne and down through these 3 like this. So here, after adding these 15 this is the look of our center component, and now I will pass through the 4 pearl here. Now after exiting through this 4 pearl, I am picking up one 11 flamingo pink and pass through this next 4 pearl. Again pick up one flamingo pink 11 and pass through this next 4 pearl like this. Pick up one 11 flamingo pink and the last 11 flamingo pink and pass through the 4 pearl like this, and step up into the first 11 flamingo pink. And now we can cut this tail off from our component. Now after exiting through this 11 I'm going to pick up 2 15 champagne, 1 11 champagne and 2 15 champagne. So here I have picked up these 5 beads, 2 15s, 1 11 and 2 15 champagne, and pass through this next 11 flamingo pink like this. Again I'm going to pick up 2 15s, 1 11 and 2 15 champagne, the same set of 5 beads, and pass through this next flamingo pink 11. This way I'm going to add this set of 5 beads all through this round. Now here, after adding these 15s and 11s on the edge of these pearls, this is the look. So here, after adding this last set of beads, right now I'm exiting through this 11 flamingo pink, and now I'm going to pick up 3 15 champagne and pass through this same 11 flamingo pink like this. Pass through the set of 5 beads that we added in the last round like this, and into the 11. Again pick up 3 15 champagne and pass through this 11 flamingo pink, and we are making a picot stitch over this 11 flamingo pink. So this way I am going to make the picot stitch. Here you have seen that I have made the picot stitch over these two 11 flamingo pinks. So this way I am going to make the picot stitch over this and this 11 and come back. So here you can see that I have made the picot stitch over all the 4 11 flamingo pink, and this is my last picot stitch that I made. And after making it, right now I'm exiting through this 11 flamingo pink, and now I will pass through the next set of these 5 beads like this. Now into these 3 15s that we added on the top of the flamingo pink, And after passing through these 3 beads, again I am passing through all these 5 beads that we added in the previous round, again into these 15 O's, into the 15 O's and the 11 O, up into these 3 15 O's, and into these 5 beads, like this. Into these 3 15 O's, like this, and into these 5 beads, so here after adding these 15 O's and passing through all these beads, this is the look of our center component of our sleek pearl bracelet. Now as we have to add the pearl chain, so here you can see this line of 15 O's, the 2 lines here that goes parallel, and here we are going to add the pearl chain over this pearl here and this pearl here. So we are going to add our beads on this side and on this side. So for adding our more beads, we are going to pass through these 15 O's and into these 15 O's and 11 O's, and now I'm going to pass through only the 2 15 O's here, not all 3, only 2 15 O's. So here you can see that I have reached here, and now I would be adding beads on this side with from here to here, this center bead, this center 15 O. So now after exiting through this 15 O champagne, I'm going to pick up one 3 mm bead. Here I'm using the 3 mm hydrospherical bead in fuchsia color. Then I'm picking up one 11 O champagne, one 4 mm pearl, one 11 O champagne, and again one 3 mm bead, like this. So here I have picked up these 5 beads, one 3 mm bead, one 11 O champagne, one 4 mm bead, one 11 O champagne, and one 3 mm bead. And now I'm going to pass through this 15 O champagne, like this we are going to add. And now I will pass through all these beads into these 2. So here I have reached the opposite side. So same way I'm going to add one 3 mm bead, 11 O champagne, one 4 mm pearl, one 11 O champagne, and one 3 mm bead. So these 5 beads, and I would be passing through this center 15 O here that I added on the flamingo pink 11 O, like this. And once again passing through all these beads into these, up into these two 15-ohs, and now step up into the first 3 mm bead, 11-oh and the 4 mm pearl. So here you can see that right now I'm exiting through this 4 mm pearl, and now I'm going to pick up 3 15-oh champagne and pass through this 11-oh champagne like this. I can pick up 3 15-oh champagne and pass through the 4 mm pearl like this. And now I'm going to pick up 5 11-oh champagne and pass through this same 4 mm pearl, step up into the first 2 11-ohs, skip the third one and pass through the next 2 11-ohs like this. And here we are going to make a tip here, so we are going to pull up this center 11-oh and then pull our thread. So here we have made a tip here, and now flipping it towards the front side, and after making the tip, now I'm going to pick up 2 15-oh champagne and pass through these 3 15-oh champagne that I added down around this 4 mm pearl here like this into the 11-oh champagne, up into the 3 15-ohs, again pick up 2 15-oh champagne and move up into these 3 11-ohs like this. And now we are going to add our chain on this side. As you can see, I'm exiting through this 11-oh champagne, and now I'm going to pick up 2 11-oh champagne and pass through this 11-oh champagne now, moving up through this 11-oh champagne. I'm going to pick up 6 flamingo pink 11-ohs. Here you can see I've picked up 3 and 3 6 flamingo pink, and I will go down through these, and here after passing through this 11-oh champagne, I'm going up through this 11-oh and the next 3 11-oh flamingo pink like this. Now I'm picking up 2 11-oh champagne and I will go down through this next 11-oh flamingo pink and moving up through the adjacent 11-oh flamingo pink and the 11-oh champagne. So basically we are doing the herringbone stitch here, but not through all these beads. After adding these, I'm just going through these sets of 11-oh flamingo and the 11-oh champagne. Now again I'm going to pick up 6 11-oh flamingo pink. So here I have picked up 2 2 and 2 6 11-oh flamingo pink, going down through this 11-oh champagne moving up through this 11O champagne and the next 3 11O flamingo pink, like this. Again picking up 2 11O champagne, going down through this first 11O flamingo pink, like this, not all, only this first one, and moving up through these 2 11Os, 11O flamingo pink and 11O champagne, like this. So here you can see a little space in between these beads, so we are leaving this space in between these beads. So once again we are going to pick up 6 flamingo pink 11O, 6 11Os, going down through this 11O champagne, moving up through the 11O champagne and the next 3 11O flamingo pink, like this. Pick up 2 11O champagne, going down through this 11O flamingo pink, the first one on the other side, moving up through this 11O flamingo pink and the 11O champagne above it. So here this way we are going to make our chain, our 11Os chain for our sleek pearl bracelet. Now here again we are going to make a 7 inches long bracelet. So we are going to add these sets of beads, these 13 sets of these beads. So here we have added 1 2 3 sets of beads, so I'm going to add 10 more sets of such herringbone stitches and come back. Now here I have completed my 13 sets. Here you can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 and 13. So here I have completed my 13 sets of 11Os, and now I would be adding my clasp here. So for this I'm going to pick up 2 11O champagne and go down through this 11O flamingo pink, move up through the 11O flamingo pink and 11O champagne, and now after adding these 2 11O champagne I'm going to pick up 2 11O champagne and my lobster clasp. Here you can see this is the front side, and I'm going to hold this like this clasp like this, keeping this opening end down, and here like this. Again pick up 2 11O champagne, and now I'm going down through this 11O champagne like this. So here you can see that I have added the clasp. Now I will go up through these 3 11O champagne into the clasp, going down through these 2 11O champagne, up through these 2 11O champagne into the clasp, down through this 11O champagne, up through this 11O champagne and into the clasp. So this way we have attached our clasp here, and now I'm going to move down through all these 11Os. Here very gently we have to move down. Don't keep your thread too tight. very gently we are going down through all these 11 rows. Like this. Again moving up through the other side. This way. Like this. And here we are going to tie a knot. And moving up into these 3 11 rows. Again tying a knot. Passing through the clasp. Tying a knot on the other side of the clasp. Going down through these 11 rows. Again up through these 11 rows. And now we can cut our thread off. So here we have added our 11 row chain to one side of our bracelet, and now we are going to do this on the other side. So for this we are going to take another thread. Now so making the chain on the other side, we have taken another thread, and now for adding this I am passing through this 11 row from the back side of this component, and here I'm going to tie a knot with this thread. Again a double knot. And up into the 3 beads, the 15 row and the 11 row. And now I am going to the front side like this. And now you can see that I'm exiting through this 11 row champagne, and I'm picking up 3 15 row champagne and pass through this 4 mm pearl as we did on the other side here. Again picking up 3 15 row champagne and passing through the 11 row down here. Stepping up into the first set of 15 rows, into the pearl, and now picking up 5 11 row champagne, again passing through the 4 mm pearl. Now stepping up into the first 2 11 rows skipping the third one, pass through the fourth and fifth 11-0, and here again we are going to make a tip like this, and now moving towards the front side, pick up 2 15-0 champagne and pass through these 3 15-0s that we just added, round this pearl like this into the 11-0 down here, up through these 3 15-0s, again pick up 2 15-0 champagne and pass through the 3 11-0s like this. So this way we have made the component from both the sides, and now we are going to add this 11-0 chain on the other side as we did here. So here again I'm going to pick up 2 11-0 champagne and pass through this 11-0 champagne like this, move up through this 11-0 champagne, pick up 6 11-0 flamingo pink, go down through this 11-0 champagne, move up through this 11-0 champagne and the next 3 11-0 flamingo pink, again add a pair of 11-0 champagne, going down through the first 11-0 flamingo pink and moving up through these 2 beads like this. Again add another set of 11-0 6 11-0 flamingo pink, 6, going down through this 11-0 champagne, moving up through this 11-0 champagne and the next 3 11-0 flamingo pink. So here I have added 2 such sets, so we are going to add 13 sets in all as we did on the other side. So I have added 2, I would be adding 11 more and come back. So here I have completed my 13 sets, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 and 13. Here I am counting this 11-0 champagne with my sets here. So here I have added the 11-0 champagne, and now I am going to pick up 1 11-0 champagne and go down through this 11-0, move up so this adjacent 11-0 and into the 11-0 that I added just now, and now we are going to make the loops for our lobster clasp. Now for making the loop I'm going to pick up 3 15-0 champagne, 1 11-0 champagne and 3 15-0 champagne, the set of these 7 beads, and pass through this 11-0 champagne, move up through these 3 15-0s into the 11-0, again pick up 3 15-0 champagne, 1 11-0 champagne and 3 15-0 champagne, the 7 beads, 3 15-0, 1 11-0 and 3 15-0, and pass through this 11-0, step up into the first 3 15-0s and into the 11-0, again pick up 3 15-0s, 1 11-0 and 3 15-0 champagne, the set of 7 beads, and pass through this 11-0 champagne. Now after adding these 3 loops I'm going to add the pearl. If you want to increase the number of loops you can add more of it, but here I'm adding only 3 loops, and now For adding the pearl, I'm going to pick up 215 champagne, one 6 mm pearl and one 15 champagne. 215 1 6 mm pearl and 115 and bring them down towards the end of this, and skipping this 15 move up through the 6 mm pearl, pick up 215 champagne, and here you can see I'm exiting through this side of the 11 I would be passing through the other side right now, like this. Again, I'm going to pass through these beads once again, going down through these 215 into the pearl, into the 15, moving up through the pearl and the 215 here, like this, into the 11, like this, going down through these three here, these 315 into the 11, up through these 315 into the 11, up through these 315 into the 11. Now I'm going down through all these 11 as we did on the other side of the bracelet, and after going down and moving up through this side, I will come back after reaching this 11, after passing through all these 11. Now after passing through all these 11, I have come back to here to this 11 champagne, and now I'm going to tie a knot here, moving up into this 11, again tie a knot on this side of the 11, down through this 11, move up through the 11 into this 11, into these 315. I'm going to pass through all the loops once again, into the 11, 15, 11, these 315s, into the 11, into the 15, again into the 11, and now once again I'm tying a knot here, moving up into the 11s, these 15s, and into the 11, up through these 315s And now we can cut our thread off like this. So friends, here we have completed our sleek pearl bracelet in flamingo pink color. So here we have our 4 colorways in this sleek pearl bracelet. Here this one we have just made in flamingo pink color. Then here I have this in fuchsia color. This one is in blue color. And this is in green color. So you can see how gorgeous they look. And one more thing I would like to add, friends, as we celebrate Raksha Bandhan in India, and I'm sure that you would definitely want to gift these bracelets to your bhaiya and your bhabhi as Rakhi. They really look very good and definitely look like a bracelet Rakhi. You can see this. I also gifted this to my bhabhi and they really loved this bracelet, and I'm sure you would also like to gift it to your bhaiya or your bhabhi, and they would definitely love wearing this rakhi or this sleek pearl bracelet. So friends, I hope you would love these sleek pearl bracelets. I hope you would love making these, wearing these and gifting these to your friends and family. So friends, if you like my videos, my designs and my tutorials, please do subscribe to my channel, and please don't forget to press the bell icon so that you may get notified when I'll upload my next video. Thank you.